Hello, everyone. Today we are going to learn Chapter 8, Relationships among Inflation, Interest Rates, and Exchange Rates. The learning objectives include 1. Explain the purchasing power parity, or PPP theory, and its implication for exchange rate changes. 2. Explain the international Fisher effect theory and its implication for exchange rate changes. 3. Compare the PPP theory and IFA theory and a theory on interest rate parity, ARP theory, which was introduced in the previous chapter. Purchasing power parity has absolute form of PPP. Without international barriers, consumers shift their demand to wherever prices are lower. Prices of the same basket of products in two different countries should be equal when measured in common currencies. Relative form of a PPP is due to market imperfections. Prices of the same basket of products in different countries will not necessarily be the same, but the rate of change in prices should be similar when measured in common currencies. Rationales behind the relative PPP theory is that exchange rate adjustment is necessarily for the relative purchasing power to be the same, whether buying products locally or from another country. If the purchasing power is not equal, consumers will shift purchases to wherever products are cheaper until the purchasing power is equal. Relationship between relative inflation rate and exchange rate can be estimated in the following formula. So the implication is the percentage change in the exchange rate should be approximately equal to the difference in inflation rate between the two countries. Why purchasing power parity does not hold? Confounding effects that are changed in a country's spot rate is driven by more than the inflation differential between two countries. There are many other factors. No substitutes for traded goods. International Fisher effect suggests that nominal interest rate contain two components, expected inflation rate and a real interest rate. The real rate of interest represents the return on the investment to savers after accounting for expected inflation. The relationship between interest rate differential between two countries and expected exchange rate can be estimated in the following equation. Now we come to the summary of this chapter. Purchasing power parity theory specifies a precise relation between the relative inflation rates of two countries and their exchange rate. PPP theory suggests that the equilibrium exchange rate will adjust by about the same magnitude as the difference between the two countries' inflation rates. Although PPP continues to be a valuable concept, there is evidence of sizable real-world deviation from the theory. The international Fisher effect specifies a precise relationship between relative interest rate of two countries and their exchange rate. It suggests that an investor who periodically invests in interest-bearing foreign securities will on average achieve a return similar to what is possible domestically. The PPP theory focuses on the relationship between the inflation rate differential and the foreign exchange rate movement. The IFE focuses on the interest rate differential and future exchange rate movement. These theories explain how exchange rates move over time, while interest rate parity theory, covered in the previous chapter, focuses on the relationship between the interest rate differential and the forward rate premium or discount at a given point in time.